Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's tighten in the morning. Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's tighten in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom da. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom 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 doom. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom. Sibba dibba da ba boom 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 boom. Tighten in the morning. Sibba dibba da doom da doom da. It's tighten in the morning. 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 Tighten in the morning. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sit it, ta 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 ta. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. How you doing this morning? How you doing this morning? How you? Wait a minute, hold on. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, good morning, y'all. Look, y'all know what today is. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all come on in. They didn't already started with me this morning. So I don't know if they just like they have this automatic thing that happens like as soon as I come on, it's always, hey, you have you got a restriction, you got this, you got that. And I'm thinking, come on, y'all, like seriously, like y'all ain't gotta play with me like that. But what we're gonna do, we're not even gonna trip with it. We're gonna keep on going and do what we do, because that's what we do up in this place in the morning. Hey, Michael, good morning. Michael say, good morning, gorgeous. You know, I like that. I like that kind of carrying on. Hey, Cynthia, good morning. Say, good morning, my love. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. So let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do this morning. We're gonna say good morning. We saying good morning to you all, right? Yes. We up in here this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, good morning to you as well. Look, let me tell you something. You don't have to do anything but come in and just be who you are. That's what we do around these parts. We don't trip, we don't flip, we don't do none of that. We just do what we do. Hey, the real good morning. They said, hey, Titan, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. So, y'all, this is what we're going to do this morning. So I'm going to talk about the topic first, and then we're going to get into checking in, right? The topic this morning is, have you balanced your checkbook, your life? Have you balanced your checkbook? Now, some of y'all may not even been born when checkbooks was a thing. But for those of you who are a little bit older, and those of you who may know, for those of you who've done any banking or anything, any type of way, you may know this to be true. However, we're going to talk about it, but we're going to use the checkbook as your life. Hey, Dina Deffenbaugh, good morning. morning. Good morning to you. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and do it. TikTok, y'all, tippity tap tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Let me know that y'all are here and y'all are doing good. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. If y'all could go ahead and show me some thumbs up, show me some hearts, show me some love, show me all of the good stuff that's going on over there. And TikTok, I got a goal this morning. If y'all can help me out in any way, that would be great. But what we're going to do this morning, we're going to talk about it, right? We're going to talk about it as you are a... Wait a minute, hold on. What happened? Wait. Indeed. Right, we're going to talk about it this morning. Look, I had a little comment over here. I wanted to make sure I checked it out. So we're going to talk about it this morning. Have you balanced your checkbook, your life? Have you balanced your checkbook, your life? That's what we're going to talk about this morning. But before we do all of that, y'all know what we normally do. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all, what's one word? Let's check in this morning. What's one word of how you're feeling today? What's one word of how you're feeling today? We're going to check in. What's one word of how you're feeling today? This morning, right? This morning, my word is, well, actually, I have two. I have two. My word, I have two words. One of my words is tired. I'm still tired. I really want to get me a little rest, and I had a good weekend, things like that. And then number two, my word is excited. I'm tired, but I'm excited. Like, check that out. I'm tired, but I'm excited. Hey, Miguel, good morning. Thank you for the roses, Miguel. I appreciate it. I am, hold on, let me see. Somebody said the real the real New York said drained. Okay, look, drained. Emotionally drained since you have two words. Okay, look. Don't be trying to do me like that. Don't be trying to do me like that. But look, you can have all the words that you want to have. Hey, Angela Hawkins, good morning. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. You know I love it. Hold on. I'm tired because I stayed up a little bit, right? But I'm excited for what the day is going to bring, for what this week is going to bring, for all of the things there. So yes, I did two words this morning, okay? Well, look. So we don't ask nothing of you that you don't already have. These are your words. This is what you do, right? Angela said, my checkbook is overdrawn. My words is frustrated. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about that overdrawn checkbook too. We're going to talk about those things, right? Exactly. Well, good morning to you. Good morning. Well, so here's the thing. Here's what I believe, right? So y'all can't see all of the comments that are going on, and some of the comments are being flagged and things like that. Because, community guidelines, so forth and so on. Well, this is what I want to say to you all. I don't come on here with any malice, right? And I want to say this because I think sometimes we forget that life doesn't have to be awful, right? So I just want to say that. I'm going to pause for a second because I just want to say that, right? A lot of times life does not have to be awful in order for us to enjoy it or to understand it, right? Or to be a part of it. A lot of times what happens is that we continue to allow life to be what life is because that's what we do. I'm saying that this morning because my spirit is telling me that somebody out there, whoever this is right here, that you're out there and you're trying to really make sense of your life. And I'm saying that sometimes you don't have all of the answers. Sometimes you do not have all of the answers. And it's okay. It's okay. My life doesn't need to be perfect, right? I don't have to always set it up to look good in the best light and all of those things. When I ask for that one word of how you're feeling this morning, you don't have to make it pretty. You don't have to make it something that people be like, oh yeah, that's right. No, you just have to be true to yourself. Acknowledgement is key. You with me? So if you are getting up this morning, and you are going about your way, yes, and somebody has already stopped you in your tracks because they've been mean, or nasty, or they've been upset with you for whatever the case may be, you have the opportunity to move. You have the opportunity to go. You with me? You have the opportunity. This is your chance to change the trajectory of your day. This is your chance to make sure that your life is good. I ask that you sprinkle, right, goodness in your life on your own. Don't wait for nobody else to bring it to you and tell you that you got to have it. What I want you to do is to sprinkle that goodness into your own life. Sprinkle. You feel me? You feel me? Now, because my spirit just moved me. And whoever it is right here, my spirit just moved me and said that you need to know that. Not only you, but myself. I'm not only talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Because a lot of times we get lost in the sauce. A lot of times we go through things that we don't have to go through because we have allowed other people to push us and pull us in a direction that is no good for us. Hey, Paula Gallo Livingston, good morning. She said, good morning, all. Good morning. Y'all with me this morning? I don't know who this is for. Whoever this is right here is for you, but it's also for me. You are in control of this life that you live. This is yours. And if you have been given your life to somebody else, to something else, to the very thing that has been causing you anguish and pain and ugliness, then you need to take it back. It's your life. It's your life. It's not about what they call you. It's not about how they came at you. It's about how you let it in and respond. You with me? You got to make sure that you are in it for you. Hey, Latriva, good morning. Hey, Brittany, good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Stoney, good morning. Hey, JD, good morning. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we're checking in this morning, and we're checking in. And I had 2 words this morning versus 1. So normally what we do, for those of you who are just coming in and just getting into this, right? I want to say this to you. Hey, DJ Tony Powell, good morning. The legendary DJ Tony Powell, right? So I want to say this to you this morning. What we do is we check in. And when we check in, we have what's one word of how you're feeling today, right? And the word does not have to mean anything to anybody else. It's your word. It's how you're feeling today. So today I had 2, right? I had tired because I'm still tired from the weekend. And yesterday I tried to clean up and do stuff, and I should have rested the full day, but I didn't. And then I'm excited. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about what the week is going to bring. I'm excited that I get another chance, right? Another chance to do what I didn't do on yesterday, to do what I didn't do last week. So I'm good with that, right? So y'all, this is what I want to say, and I'm going to close this out and we're going to get to the topic. But this is going to kind of ride right on into the topic, segue into the topic. What I want to say to you this morning is that you are in control. You got to understand that you are in control. And that's why I asked the question, have you balanced your checkbook, right? Your life. Have you balanced your checkbook, right? That's the way we have to be. We got to understand, have you balanced your checkbook? That's the question. Hey, Paula. Paula said her word is blessed. Okay, that's the word right there. Okay, Cynthia said, my money is low. Change is strange, but with God in my life, I feel like I have everything. Come on. Change is strange. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's it right there. As long as you got it, as long as you have it, as long as you got it. So here's my thing. I don't want anybody to ever feel that you can't come here and you can't speak on it, or you can't talk about it, you can't be about it, because that's what we do here. That's what we do. But let's go into it. So you got to know what's in your life. You have to know what you are able to control, take care of, and do all of the things. And a lot of times what happens is that we look at our life and we say, oh God, why? It's so bad. It's so horrible. It's this, it's that. But in reality, is it really that horrible? Right? Is it really that horrible? You got to find the life and the light in your life. You got to find the life and the light in your life. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Something going on with my head right quick. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay. No, look, cause see, here we go. So y'all, here's the thing. I'm not trying to change you. But if you are constantly in turmoil, have you balanced your checkbook? Meaning your life. Have you balanced your checkbook? Meaning your life. If you are in constant turmoil, if things are constantly happening in and around you and you have no control over them and you're wondering why, Lord, why, why, have you balanced your checkbook? Have you balanced your checkbook? Now, y'all, I didn't think about this. I should have had a prop. I should have had a checkbook prop. However, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to type in checkbook, right? I'm going to type in checkbook. Now, I'm just going to search it. You search however you search. And this is what I want to do, right? I want to do this. Exactly. Hold on, baby. Look. So let's do this. Checkbook definition. So this is what I want us to do. Right? Now, so the definition says, y'all with me this morning? Y'all still with me? Now, don't leave me now. Don't leave me. Because I want you to have you balanced your checkbook, your life. Now, I want to give you the definition, right? This is an easy definition. You can just look it up, put it into your search engine and look it up, right? The definition says a book of blank checks with the register for recording checks written. Y'all got me? Okay. A book of blank checks, right? Hold on. Because we about to have an assignment right here. Hey, JD, good morning. Good morning to you. Y'all with me this morning? Okay, hold on. I'm putting it in, baby. I'm putting it in. We doing it this morning. Okay. So here it is. Here it is right here. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, JD. Good morning to you. A book of blank checks with a register for recording checks written. Y'all got it? Y'all got it this morning? Okay, y'all, okay. All right. We ain't gotta act like that. We ain't gotta act like that. Okay. Now here's the other piece. All right. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now here's the other part. What it says is, right, and I want us to be good with this. So there's a couple of things that I want to say. To effectively manage your finances, balancing a checkbook is essential. And here's how you do it, right? Now this, so I'm because I had wrote out a list something, but my spirit is telling me that I just need to go this route with y'all this morning and just talk to you all this morning. Can I do that? Can I? Is it okay? Okay. Hold on. So y'all know I had a conversation with somebody. Okay. Yes, indeed. So here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say. To effectively manage, right? And y'all, I'm putting these in today. I feel like I'm a half of a school teacher or half of a facilitator or something this morning, because this is what we're gonna do, right? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it in this morning. That's what we're gonna do, right? Here we go. To effectively manage your finances, balancing a checkbook is essential. Now, a couple of things that I have noticed that I have seen over my life, and this is what we're going to get into, right? This is how we're going to do it. Hey, Tina, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We're going to do all of this good stuff. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure. Because I wrote down something that I really wanted to say to you all this morning. Hold on. Let me make sure. Here it is. I got it. Okay. So here's the thing. So the topic this morning is, have you balanced your checkbook? Now I'm giving the definition and I'm talking about how to balance your checkbook, right? So this is what I want you to do, right? I want you to take your life, right? And just think about it just for a second or two, right? And think about it as a checkbook. Y'all with me? Think about it as a checkbook. Now, some of you, were not born when checkbooks was a thing. So I'm going to ask you that you Google and do whatever you need to do that. I know. Okay. Now, this is what they say to you, right? I know, JD. I know some people were not born around that time. I know. I'm just being real with y'all, okay? Okay. So here's the thing. I take your checkbook as a part of your life, right? Now, this is what happens, okay? So you have this checkbook. You have this life. And so I was having this conversation with someone and they said, well, Titan, I don't even understand. Why is this happening? This can't be going on and stuff like that. And then I said, well, wait, what do you mean? Well, I got all this stuff happening in my life, in and around my life, and I really can't take inventory. You tell me to take inventory and I can't do that. And I said, so have you balanced your checkbook? And they said, here you go with this Iyanla Fix My Life stuff. Child, I ain't heard of Iyanla Fix My Life in a long time. But anyways, I digress. So anyways, they said, well, you're talking this Iyanla Fix My Life stuff, and it really don't make sense. And I said, well, yes, it does, because here's the thing. You might not have been born at the time. I'm not saying this person, but I'm saying anybody that knows anything about a checkbook, this is what happens with a checkbook. So I liken a checkbook to your life. And so your life is a checkbook. And here's how we start doing the work on your life and balancing your checkbook. Are you with me this morning? Now, y'all come on with me. Come on. If y'all with me, y'all show me some thumbs up. Y'all show me some hearts. Y'all show me some love. TikTok, y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. And that's what we're going to do. Hold on. Let me. There we go. Hold on a second. Put this on a little bit. Let me get these lips a little glossy. So here's the thing, right? All right. So have you balanced your checkbook, meaning your life? So this individual is telling me that everything is going crazy in and around, and they having all of these problems and issues and stuff like that. And I said, well, when you went to take inventory on your life, did you balance it? Like, how is it balanced, right? Is there good coming in? Is there bad going out? Is there bad coming in? Is there good going out? Like, how are you balancing that? Okay, here we go, Iyanla. Okay, call me Iyanla, whatever her name is. You can call me that. You can call me this, call me that. But here's the thing. Have you balanced your checkbook? I want you all to think about your life as a checkbook. Because here's the thing, right? There is a way to balance your checkbook effectively, efficiently, right? To know. But there's also a way for you to acknowledge that your checkbook need balancing, that your life need balancing. You cannot have ugliness, nastiness, chaos and destruction all throughout your life all the time, and you're going to be okay. It's not going to work like that. And y'all, we just talked about it's okay to not be okay. And 9 times out of 10, you're not saying that you're okay because you're actually okay. You're saying you're okay because that's what people want you, that you think people want you to say that, right? Have you balanced your checkbook, your life? So we're going to start with the first one. They said to effectively balance your checkbook, you must, I'm going to pop it in, okay? You must record all transactions, including deposits and withdrawals, in your checkbook register. No. I'm going to go back. You must record all transactions, including deposits and withdrawals, in your checkbook register. You with me? I don't know if those are, look, let me say it one more time for those in the mezzanine and those in the nosebleed. You must record all transactions, including deposits and withdrawals, in your checkbook registry. Because here's the thing, if you plan on having a good life, right, there are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be turnarounds. There are going to be bumps and bruises. However, that should not be 24/7, 365 in your life, right? Because even if you are not physically recording it, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you're recording it. See, some of y'all thought I was going to play. No. This is real talk. When you are balancing your checkbook, which is your life, there are things that are going to come out. You're going to have transactions. You're going to give and you're going to take and you're going to receive and you're going to let go. You're going to do all of the things. And here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, we are constantly giving and receiving things that are not meant for us. I'm sorry. Where did you go? Because wherever you went, come on back. 9 times out of 10, we are constantly receiving and taking on things that are not ours. So when you go to balance this checkbook, you somehow figure out, you find out, you say, well, where did this come from? I don't remember this. When did I buy this? When did I make this purchase? Well, I had to have bought it because I signed it. You feel me? And there are quite a few things on a check that you should know about. But come on, let's continue on. Anybody got anything for me? Have you balanced your checkbook? Number 1, we're going to record all transactions, including deposits and withdrawals, in your checkbook registry. Okay. Come on, stay with me. Number 2, right? Number 2. I love you too. Okay. Number 2, here we go. You got to regularly update your balance after each transaction to maintain accuracy. You have to update your balance. What does that mean to you? Have you balanced your checkbook? In order for you to know where you're going, you got to know where you came from. In order for you to understand what you are able to spend or what your capacity is, you got to update your balance after every transaction. See, y'all, sometimes what we do is we have transactions, and we have transactions, and we have transactions. And we miss that the balance is low. Angela said earlier, the balance is overdrawn. Sometimes we miss that because we're not checking our balance on the regular, meaning your spirit, meaning your life, meaning your understanding, meaning your trauma and your stigma. We're not checking it because we need balance. Y'all caught me? We need balance. So you're not regularly updating your balance because you figure you good. So you thinking that you at 80%, but you're really at 20. And what you have done is you said, I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a good time and I'm going to do the things that I want to do. And then you find out that you don't have the balance to sustain what it is that you're trying to do because you have not balanced your checkbook. You got that paycheck. You got that life energy, right? Now you got to check it. Now you got to make sure that your balance is good. So regularly update your balance after each transaction to maintain accuracy, to maintain what I call the spirit, to maintain what I call my God, to maintain what I call peace. I got to update. Huh? Have you balanced your checkbook? That's what I want to know. Have you balanced your checkbook? Okay. That's what I want to know. Where you at? Okay. I'll move on. I don't need y'all to be upset with me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Look, let me tell you something. I don't need to balance it for you or nobody else. What I do need to balance it for is myself, right? So I'm going to balance my checkbook for me. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this because this person just stated this, right? We do balance our checkbooks for others, but I want you to take a moment and be a little selfish this morning. What I want you to do is balance your checkbook for yourself. You need balance in your life. You need good, you need bad, you need understanding, you need all of those things, but you have to have acknowledgement of those things in order to balance them. And what we do is that we go out and we balance with everybody else, but we don't balance with ourselves. So while we're out here balancing this checkbook for everybody else, while we're making room for him and her and them and they and she and while we're doing all of that for them, why we can't do it for ourselves? Balance your checkbook for yourself. You with me? Have you balanced your checkbook, your life? Because what we're doing is that we are living this life for other people. We are doing things for others, and we are not understanding that our bank account, our checkbook, our balance has a deficit. It's in the red, as they call it. Is that what we're saying? So yes, I'm going to balance my checkbook because I must have good and bad. I must have understanding. I must have lessons taught and lessons learned. I must have those things, but I cannot do it for this person over there, and I can't do it for myself. Have you balanced your checkbook? Mm-hmm. I know. I don't know. I like how that sounded. Have you balanced your checkbook? Mm. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Because see, here's the thing. What they want to tell you is that you must balance your checkbook for somebody else. But here's the other part, right? You got to balance your checkbook for yourself. Have you balanced your checkbook for your life? All right. Compare your checkbook register with your bank statement for discrepancies. Now, we know that the checkbook holds the balance because you're going to put the balance in and you're going to subtract and you're going to add and you're going to do all of the things in the checkbook. But your bank statement is held somewhere else, right? I'm not saying that it's held somewhere otherly, but it's held in the universe. It's held in the ether. It's held in the spirit. Your bank account, right, where your checkbook derives from, is your very essence and your soul and your spirit. Oh, yes, I was going to get a little deep today. I was going to get just a little deep today. I ain't got to get too deep, but I got to get a little deep because here's the thing. You got to compare your checkbook register with your bank statement for discrepancies, meaning your bank statement comes from your bank. You are balancing the checkbook because you're telling what came in, what's going out, what's been added, what's been taken away, where you have been, and you've signed off on it. You with me? Have you balanced your checkbook? But we say that we've balanced the checkbook, but it's not just the checkbook that you're balancing. Now you have to get to the statement and the bank account. Because the bank account, your life, is where you hold all the funds, all the good stuff, all the deposits, and also where you can hold all the fees. Have you balanced your checkbook? Have you balanced your checkbook? Mm-hmm. Come on. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. You sit up here telling me, what am I saying? Y'all, if I'm not talking truth, y'all tell me. Y'all come talk to me. Here's the next one. I'm going to keep on going because somebody just told me that I ain't making no sense. Well, if I ain't making no sense, I'm not making no sense. Here's a special piece right here. Identify and correct any errors in your records or the bank statement. Identify and correct any errors in your records or in your bank statement. Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me do that one more time. Let me take this out real quick. Hold on. Identify and correct any errors in your records or the bank statement. Y'all, why did I go with head and heart? Because this is where we're at. When we are balancing our checkbook, what we do is we leave with emotions. We leave with our heart and our mind. You know how they say, charge it to my mind and not my heart? But sometimes our mind is so connected to our hearts that we are trying to balance something that we cannot balance because we are in a deficit. Our account is overdrawn because we haven't balanced our checkbook in 2 to 3 years. We haven't went and had some therapy. We haven't done the things that we needed to do. We haven't taken time out for ourselves. We have not balanced our checkbook in some time. You got to identify and correct any errors, right? Your records and your statements. Now, y'all come here. Come here. Hold on. Let me see it. For years, I didn't correct any of the errors. For years, I thought that my records and my statements, right, my bank statements were correct because I felt good 40% of the time. I thought that little light, right? I thought that little feel-good moment. I thought that little electricity going through my body was me identifying and correcting any errors in my records or my bank statement. Some of y'all not going to get it till you get to the parking lot. Some of y'all not going to get it. What I had to understand is that while I was sitting here playing around in my checkbook, while I was sitting here writing in zeros and numbers and all of this, my checkbook was not balancing out. While I was sitting here giving out checks because I just felt like I could, because I had an overflow. At one point, I was giving out the checks. Hey, you get a check and you get a check and you get a check and you get a check. And I wasn't balancing. I wasn't updating my balance. And then I was depleted. My energy gone. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? Gone. Mentally, gone. Because I hadn't balanced my checkbook. Hey, the king, good morning. Say good morning, positive king. Good morning. I like when you call me positive king. Hey, Rio, good morning. Hey, y'all, good morning to you. Hey, Royal, good morning. So I'm over here giving out checks. I'm just, I'm not worried about it. I'll check my balance later. Have you balanced your checkbook? And what I realized is that I had got to the end of my checkbook and I hadn't checked my balance in almost a year. So I was in a deficit. My account was overdrawn. I had all kind of fees hitting me left and right because I hadn't balanced my checkbook with my bank balance. My checkbook is an extension of my balance. My livelihood is an extension of who I am. My peace is an extension of who I am. My love is an extension of who I am. I wasn't checking it. I wasn't checking the balance. I wasn't balancing my checkbook. Not the way I should have been. Because I'm telling you now, somebody right here, you know what I'm talking about. It felt good. It looked good. It tasted good. It made me have electricity. It made me do the things. And I wasn't balancing my checkbook. I wasn't checking the balance against what I had in my bank account. I wasn't understanding that when I was depleted, it was going to take a lot more to get me back up to where I was because I had not checked my balance. Have you balanced your checkbook? Look, come on. We got one more. This one right here gonna throw you. This one is gonna throw you because this is something that I didn't understand. Now, in this day and age, we got cards where you can tap in, where you can do this and you can do that. But back in the day, and still till this day, right? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you gotta check. You gotta account for outstanding checks and pending transactions that haven't cleared. We know it might not be a checkbook that you got right now, but you got a card that got a balance. And you're going to check that balance. And you're going to check that balance and make sure because you know that you spent a little bit over here, right? You know that you did this over here. And now you are waiting for that to come in because you know it's outstanding. I know I wrote a check over here. Why it ain't came through? It's been a week already. Where's that check? I even got to call people up now. Hey, did you cash that check? Did you get that? Right? Did you go through it? Y'all, here's the thing. Hold on. Hold on. I can't even do it this way. I was going to try to do it. You see my phone back there? I was going to try to get my phone, but I can't even do it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. We finna do this today. We gonna get this on up out of here today. That's what we're gonna do. Lord, don't let me hurt nothing. Let me break that. All right, here we go. Here we go now. Look, we're gonna do this. Some days, right? Some days you gotta pick the phone up and you gotta call. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? You gotta call in and say, hey, just the other day I wrote a check. I went out. I'm going to use something out of my own life real quick. I went out. I wanted to go out. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to have fun. And I wrote a check, right? I had some fun with someone. And I wrote a check. And I noticed that it's been 7 days, 7 whole days, and that check has yet to clear. Where's the check? What's going on with the check? Why hasn't it cleared? Now, I put it in my book, in the balance, but I don't see it yet. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes. No. I wanted to write the check. I wrote the check because I wanted to write the check. Have you balanced your checkbook? I know that I wrote the check. I put it down in my register. I calculated and subtracted it from my total. But here it is 7 days later and the check has not cleared. Why am I calling you? Because you're my bank. I need to know where the check is. Why don't I call them? Well, I wrote the check to them. It's a done deal. I need to know, did it come through? Well, Titan, maybe you need to check with them. Maybe they never cashed it. You wrote them the check, but they never cashed it. Why are they holding on to the check? Why wouldn't they cash it when I gave it to them? Have you balanced your checkbook? Y'all, what we do is we go out and we give those checks to people, and we expect for them to do the right thing with the check. We expect for them to go ahead and cash it, not hold on to it, not play games with it. But what we're doing is we're writing checks where we have a deficit. We don't have the funds available. We think we do, because what we've done is we said, I done wrote out 10 checks. 8 of them have cleared. And now I'm down to the very last bit of my funds, right? My energy. Now, if these checks come through, they're going to drag me under. They're going to take me down. They're going to overdraw my account. And then I'm going to be stuck with fees. And y'all know after a certain amount of days, the fees will accumulate. A fee on top of a fee on top of a fee. Y'all know where I'm going with this? You need to account for outstanding checks. So for those things that you have done, for those people that you have been around, for those things that have happened in your life, you got to account for it. The trauma, the stigma, the hurt, the shame, the guilt. You got to account for outstanding checks and pending transactions that haven't cleared. And in order for you to be who you are and love who you are and do the things that you need to do on this earth, in this life, you got to acknowledge those outstanding checks and those pending transactions. Meaning that sometimes what we don't do is we don't acknowledge the trauma and the stigma and the hurt and the shame and the guilt in our lives because we think we have balanced our checkbook. Have you balanced your checkbook? I know y'all probably thought I was going somewhere else with that. Hey, Ashley Barnes, good morning. Hey, Jazzy, good morning. Hey, Kay. Kay said, God bless, Jesus is coming soon. Well, indeed, Kay, and thank you for that. Good morning. Angel said, good morning, Titan. Good morning to you, Angel. Good morning. Good morning. No. Because see, here's the thing, y'all. Y'all want to tell me that that's not what it is. Y'all want to tell me that not, but have you balanced your checkbook? Because what's going to happen is that if you have not acknowledged that your checkbook is possibly in a deficit because you got outstanding checks, you got pending transactions that you have not acknowledged, you're going to have to acknowledge them for you to continue going forward. Or either you're going to have to cancel the check. And you can't cancel the check without acknowledging what it is. Without acknowledging that it's still out there. Without acknowledging that it's still affecting your life right now today. You cannot cancel the check. But hold that right there. Hold that right there. We got one more. We got one more. And we done. Oh, no, we got one more. Then I want to talk about this canceled check. Okay? Look, y'all, I don't have to look, let me tell you something. Okay, because for some reason, somebody seems to think that I must tell you and I must do all of the things. I'm talking from experience. This is experience. This is what has happened. All right, here's the last piece. And then I'm going to talk about this canceled check, and then we're going to be out of here. Ensure your final balance matches the bank balance to confirm accuracy. It's not enough that you've done it with the check. Now you got to go and double check. Now you got to go into your reservoir. Now you got to go into your album crates. Now you got to go into your spirit and your soul and say, am I able? Am I capable? Have I balanced my checkbook? Ensure your final balance matches the bank balance to confirm accuracy, because what's going to happen, those outstanding checks, right, and pending transactions are going to hit when you're not looking. They're going to pop up. They're going to be a roadblock. They're going to make you stumble and then take you to a negative transaction. Oh, y'all didn't think, hold on. What are they going to do? They're going to wait until the very moment that you have said, I'm okay. Uh-huh. And then they're going to rear its ugly head. Those transactions that are pending that you don't see. Have you balanced your checkbook, your life? Have you ever been smooth sailing through your life and all of a sudden something just pops up? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. As the old folks would say, something throws a monkey wrench into your woodwork. Mm-hmm. That's those pending transactions that have not cleared. That's that trauma and that stigma and that hurt and that shame and that guilt. That's that therapy that you need not being done, because what it is that I haven't acknowledged that I wrote these checks. I haven't acknowledged that I have put these checks out there. I haven't acknowledged that I have given more than I have. So I'm in a deficit. But I pretended like these checks did not exist. I pretended that they don't exist. And then here they come. Bam. One right after the other. Boom. 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 And then this is where it comes. Mm-hmm. So okay. Okay. I'm gonna mention this. I'm gonna mention this not because this person just told me to mention it, but I want to say this because people will take things that you are stating and people will twist it and turn it and make it into something else. We're talking about balancing a checkbook today, right? And so I'm going to address this comment by not addressing it directly, right? I'm addressing it for my culture, for my community, for my ecosystem, not because this person is going to get any fanfare or anything from that. This is what I'm addressing. I come on here and I talk my talk and I do what I do because that's who I am and that's what I am. And I've balanced my checkbook. I've balanced my checkbook so much so that I am secure in the bank that I am in. I am secure in the balance that I have. I am secure in who God made me, right? So if something was to happen, if anything was to go wrong, if anything was to shut down, I have things in place to make sure that I will be okay in taken care of. And also my family or whoever my dependents are will make sure that they are good, right? My beneficiaries. Here's the thing. When I set out to balance my checkbook, there was a lot of trauma and stigma and hurt and shame and guilt that I had to go through. There was a lot of check balancing that I had to do. I had to call in those outstanding checks. I had to call in, right? I had to call in all of the things that have not cleared because I wanted to balance my checkbook. I needed a balance in my life. Hey, determined to succeed. Good morning. And so this is what I want to say to you all. There are going to be people just like this person here that are going to tell you that you don't deserve to have a balanced checkbook, that you don't deserve to live your life the way that you see fit, that you don't deserve to be happy and to be in all your glory and do the things that you do. Have you balanced your checkbook? At one point in my life, my checkbook was not balanced. At one point in my life, my actual account balance was in the negative, right? At one point in my life, my account balance had all these fees. And every time I got paid, every time I got enough energy, it was taken right away from me. Have you balanced your checkbook? So this morning, I sit before you as a person that has balanced their checkbook and going to continue to balance their checkbook. And I'm going to continue to show up and represent and be who I am, be who I feel God made me to be, because my checkbook is balanced. So for anybody out there that want to tell you, and I don't know who this is for this morning, but this is for you because it's also for me. If there's anybody out there that want to tell you that you don't deserve a balanced checkbook, you don't deserve a good life, you don't deserve to be who God made you to be, your God, if that's your God, you don't deserve to have happiness and peace and love and understanding, then you tell them to go balance their checkbook. That's what you tell them to do. Don't deal with them no more. Stop letting them in your house. Stop letting them in your life. Stop letting them play with you. You ain't for play. Stop letting them come in and do and be and just mess up everything in your life. Because once you balance your checkbook, it's going to be up to you, not to them, up to you to keep that balance good. Will it be a struggle, Titan? Yes. You're human. Things are going to happen. But once you notice, right, once you take notice on those pending transactions, right, once you take notice on those outstanding checks, once you take notice on the fees that you got from the last time this happened, once you take notice of the bank that holds your balance, you feel what I'm saying? You're not going to let nobody else come and balance your checkbook. Who should balance your checkbook? You. You are the best person on this earth, in this earth, around this earth, in this universe to balance your checkbook because you know your life. But we can't do that without acknowledgement. This person said here that I'm over here spewing ugliness and nastiness against people and I have an agenda. You don't know me from a can of paint, but because I've balanced my checkbook, and I stand here before you or sit this morning the way that I'm sitting here, that you want to tell me I'm a problem. I'm an issue. I'm a concern to people that don't mean nothing to me. And I'm not saying this in a mean and nasty way, y'all, but I have to even put it in context. Because people will take it the wrong way. I want to say to you this morning, balance your checkbook. And sometimes balancing your checkbook is going to hurt. It's going to make you cry. It's going to make you feel alone. Because so many people have been dependent upon your balance that they don't even know where to begin to balance their own checkbook. Some people have been so dependent on your life and what you bring to the table is that they have not had a chance to balance their own checkbook. We ain't got to cry over it no more. We just have to acknowledge it is what it is, and let's move on. But notice how that balance shows up. Notice how that balance never gets over a certain amount. Notice that. Acknowledge it. I want to say this last piece before I get out of here. We talked about canceled checks. And I want to make this statement clear. People tell me in the last 10, 15, maybe 10 years that my cutoff game is strong. Right? Okay. Kaka said, is it Kaka? Okay. When they try to make you look like a bad person and you're not. That part. So I want to say this to you all. I know I've been talking to you all. This is for me as well. This is something that people have said about me for over the last 10 years or so, that my cutoff game is strong, right? And I want to say this to you all this morning. This is the last piece. When I am balancing my checkbook and I have canceled the check, and I have canceled the check. Let me give you the definition of a canceled check. Well, let me tell you what a canceled check is no longer. They are no longer negotiable and cannot be used for further transactions. Did you hear what I just said? I'm going to say it one more time. Canceled checks, they are no longer negotiable and cannot be used for further transactions. Let me put it to you plain. Once I have canceled your check, once my cutoff game is strong, right? Once my cutoff game I've already canceled you, I've cut you off, I've done, there's no longer, I don't need to negotiate with you. What am I negotiating for? I canceled the check. It's done. That check cannot be used for further transactions. So what I'm saying to you this morning is that if your cutoff game is strong, if it's not strong, it needs to be, because what you have done is that you went and negotiated on a canceled check. You went and used that canceled check for a future transaction when it should not be used. It should not be done. Hello. Do you hear what I'm saying? You have used this canceled check. My cutoff game is strong. I no longer need to use this. That friendship, that ship has sailed. It's gone. It's no longer. Me talking to you, me letting you use me letting you put me in a deficit, it's gone. It's done. Because I've canceled the check. No matter what they do, no matter how many times they try to cash in that check, it's never going to work because it's been canceled. And you hold that. You hold that. You have cut that off. That's done. They have no more access to your balance. There's no further time for them to come in and do anything in your account because they don't have access to your balance. When I cancel the check, I cancel the check. They are not negotiable. I'm not negotiating with you no more. Not on my livelihood. And you cannot bring it back and use it for further transactions. There's a date and there's a number on it. When the date has expired, the check is gone. The number on the check tells me that you're not in sequence. You're not in order anymore. But here you come trying to use the check. When I cancel the check is canceled. It's no longer negotiable and cannot be used for further transactions. Y'all, when you balance your checkbook and you understand where it comes from, you understand how it goes, you understand how the overdraft fees feel, you understand that your account has been overdrawn, you understand that you are living from paycheck to paycheck and you are tired. Cancel those checks. When you balance that checkbook this time, when you balance your life, you take those negative energies out and let them be. Okay, Ashley, yes, cutoff game is 100%. I don't need you. Khadijah don't need you. I don't need you. What do I need you for? But this is what I want to say to you, y'all, and I'm getting out of here because I got to go. This is what I want to say to you this morning. When you balance that checkbook, you balance the checkbook for you. Stop balancing that checkbook for everybody else. Stop making room and putting caveats and putting little plus signs and addition signs over here and saying that, oh, I got to say this for such and such. You balance that checkbook for you. And if you've canceled that check, then that check stays canceled. The reality of it is that you would have to you would have to write a whole new check for that canceled check. But down in the memo section, it says, what was this check for? And I want to challenge you to write, what was this check for? Foolishness. What was this check for? Nastiness. What was this check for? They betrayed me. What was this check for? They talked behind my back. What was this check for? They used me. What was the check for? And then you think to yourself and you say to yourself, tight and say, do I rewrite the check? Do I want to go down this road again? Because I done already been here. And as a matter of fact, I canceled that check the last time. You are no good for my bank account. You are no good for my life. So why do I keep writing you checks that obviously I can't cash no more? Have you balanced your checkbook? This morning, y'all, I want to ask you the question, and I want you to be real with yourself when you answer it. Have you balanced your checkbook? Because the reality of it is that your life needs a steady flow. Your life needs the in and the outs and the deposits and the withdrawals. But you are in control of those deposits and the withdrawals. You are in control of the balance of that checkbook. Have you balanced your checkbook? Have you balanced your life? And this is the last piece, y'all. If the bank that holds your balance is not beneficial to you and your balance, then you need to change banks. If that bank is not catering to who you are, what you are, and what you represent, then it's time for you to find you another bank. Friendship, relationship, husband, wife, friend, boo, baby, tang, tang, ting, ting. If it's not serving you, if it's not serving your balance, if it doesn't have good customer service, hello. Thank you for calling Titan Bank. How may I assist you today? If it doesn't give you good customer service, you need to change banks. If it doesn't waive the fees when you are depleted at least once, 2 times is good, you need to change banks. If customer service at your bank is what you want, you need to change banks. No, I can't do that for you. But steady deposit your paycheck. No, I don't like you like that. But steady deposit your paycheck. No, I don't want you like that. But steady deposit your paycheck. You need to move banks. If it's a long wait, 30 minutes, 40 minutes for customer service to handle something that's wrong with your account, you need to change banks. Have you balanced your checkbook, your life? Thank y'all so much for coming in this morning. I appreciate you for always being here. Hey, good morning, Black Link Inc., Mr. Harris. Okay, tap out. Good morning over there on Instagram. Have you balanced your checkbook, your life? Your checkbook is important. Your life is important. There needs to be a balance. Hey, Stacy Page Davenport. Good morning. Thank you so much, Royal. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stacy. They said that's a message right there, sir. Look, I'm telling you, once you have been downed, once you have been overdrawn, once you have had overdraft fees, once your paycheck that you are living from paycheck to paycheck comes in and is gone, by the time it hits the bank, oh, you need to balance your checkbook. And once you cancel those checks, They are canceled. They can no longer be used. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so. Okay, Stacy, too many overdrawn fees. And look, let me tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all remember this, but at one point the banks were overdrafting. They had overdraft fees on top of overdraft fees. They would let your account go for at least 2 weeks before they canceled the account. So you would accumulate all of these fees. Not only an overdraft fee, but a daily overdraft fee. Yes. And then most of your accounts already had fees because you have to have a certain balance in your account. Y'all stop playing the game. Stop playing the game. Thank you so much. Okay, Roy said, I definitely have to balance my bank book. Okay, you got to balance it, baby. Balance it. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Thank y'all so much for being here. I am Titan Capri. Before we get out of here, TikTok, y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Y'all show me all of the good things like that. Okay, Ashley. Okay, that part. Show me some love. I am Titan Capri on all social media. I'm trying to get my followers up. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. All you got to do is type Titan Capri in and search, and you'll find me. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm right here. Y'all come see me, and y'all bring a friend. And y'all bring a friend. Until next time, peace and blessings to you. I love you. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I had wrote, did all this good stuff, and then I got here and I was like, yeah, that's not it. My spirit said to do something different, and I'm going to do something different. What I want to talk about real quick is that being worthy. A lot of us are worthy because we think that's what worthy should be, right? But you're worthy to be loved. You're worthy to be yourself. You're worthy to be just who God made you. You are worthy. So tonight I want to do a little something that's worthy. If y'all would with me. A little audience participation. Can I get y'all? Yeah. All right. So I do this thing called Titan's Groove, right? Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Just a shameless plug, real quick. Y'all come check me out. But what I do is this, Titan Groove. And so what I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be worthy in your groove. Whatever your groove is, however you see it. If it's just a little sway, then let it be a sway. If it's a little funky, then let it be a little funky, however you want to do it, all right? Y'all gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna ask y'all to do something a little bit later in this, but it goes a little something like this, right? Titan groove. Sit ta 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 ta. Sit ta 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 ta. So ta 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 Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, I like that. All right, keep it going. I'm gonna ask something of y'all. Y'all gonna help me out? All right. It's gonna go like this. Y'all follow me. I am, I can be, I will be. 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 Y'all got it? I am, I can be, I will be. All right, keep going. I am, I can be, all right? I will be. I'm going to add something in, keep going. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am. That's it. I will be. Worthy. Come on. I can be. I will. I see you moving in your seat. Come on. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am, I can be, I will be worthy. I am, I can be, I will be worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be beautiful. You are worthy to be heartfelt. You are worthy to be hugged. You are worthy to be sitting right where you're sitting tonight, receiving all of this. I want to thank you all for being worthy and making me feel worthy tonight. Peace and blessings.